Hi, I'm Mohammed Bilal, working as a postdoctoral research scholar at CEIN Theme 6 under the supervision of Professor Yoram Cohen, working for the project Environmental Implications of Engineered Nanomaterials, and I did my PhD from the University of Bradford, England. So most people don't know how many products and medications they use on daily basis contain these artificially engineered materials. The use of these materials is prevalent in both the designing and the manufacturing industry, and it's becoming more necessary to develop sustainable, cost-effective, and practical ways to assess the impact of these materials on both the health and the environment. So my project is focused on developing computational approaches to assess the impact of these nanomaterials, and by doing this work we hope to help regulators, policymakers to develop controls for the production and the use of engineered nanomaterials today and in the future. We often hear about the experimentation on engineered nanomaterials that includes dose response analysis, but for a regulatory purpose, it is also important to expand this analysis and analyze the sensitivity of engineered nanomaterials on their other properties and settings such as size, shape, chemical composition, and other experimental settings. However, in order to draw significant conclusions, we require a very wide spectrum of data. Therefore, recently we developed a nanoinformatics approach where we conducted, to the best of our knowledge, the most comprehensive meta-analysis on cadmium-based quantum dots, which led us to two major outcomes. One, the development of toxicity prediction model with good accuracy. Second, using this model, the identification of the properties or the experimental settings having significant impact on quantum dot cellular toxicity. In other words, what are the factors or the properties that cause quantum dots less or more toxic? We developed an online framework that can save time and money. By saying time and money, one can think of the environment as a combination of air, water, and soil as a black box. But there are several intermediate transport processes that govern the exposure of engineered nanomaterials. So we have developed these tools that can estimate all these environmental concentrations into different compartments at a very high accurate level. My parents, my father and my mother, I grew up in a very small village in Pakistan, and my father always placed a high value in education, especially in education in the science. And since my undergraduate, I continued my interest in exploring different ways to improve life. There are two things. One, nanotechnology is an uncharted territory. There are a lot of discoveries, a lot of progress to be made, and I feel lucky to be part of a group of the people who are tackling some of these very challenging questions. I'm excited to do what I do every day. Second, that I'm making an impact on something that really matters. I feel fulfilled, and that the research that I'm doing can truly make a difference for the future. So after the completion of my undergraduate, one of my professors said that up to now you have been working for yourself, getting good grades, passing exam, but now you are going to enter the real world, and now you are going to work to improve the lives of others. I took it as a challenge. I went to robotics field to improve the lives of disabled people by efficient use of home appliances. Then I moved to mapping the underground buried utilities for efficient installation and repair of buried underground utilities. I also moved to the vehicular ad hoc networks to improve the driving behavior for safer and cooperative driving. Then at that point I thought, how can I improve the daily lives of other people? So I moved to nanotechnology. Now I'm working on environmental impact assessment of engineered nanomaterials that are used in daily life products and applications.